So now while I'm waiting to check on the weed killer, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shovel this dirt out this wheelbarrow and put it in this trash. Monday is trash day because I got to go ahead on and get my herb bed ready. Guys, it is hot out here, so I'm not working continuously. And as you can see, all my little leaves are on the ground. So I'm going in stages, taking breaks. But I need my wheelbarrow free so I can go ahead and mix up my cocoa coir and get my beds ready. Now somebody might say, hey, you're not going to use this dirt, this soil. Some of it just depends on when I get to the bottom on how I feel. I don't want to throw all of it away, and I probably won't, but a lot of it will get thrown away. So, because I don't want anything growing in my bed that I don't want in there. And as you can see, I was kind of being a little lazy. And I got some zinnia seeds, some zinnias in there. And I really don't want, it won't hurt if zinnias grow in my herb, but and I still might roll this over there and put down, because I don't want to lose all my dirt, because I need to make sure, because I need that cocoa coir for that red trough as well, and I have to take everything out of that. Guys, it is so many leaves already, and this is going to be a hallelujah mess. That's why I want to get my little stone walkway, fake stone walkway fixed, because once you get all these leaves and stuff everywhere, you're really not going to probably be able to see it much, but at least look at that dirt, look at that soil, if you can see. I mean, it's pretty good soil. And remember, this is the one I got off. I took off the I don't know if this is the one I took from the sunflowers from that bed over there, because as you can see, I still have that. Now I know that's getting thrown away. But this, I actually might go ahead and put this here in that bed, and then just mix that cocoa coir with it, because I don't know. I mean, this might be just enough soil for that bed, but I'm not going to put the whole thing with just the soil. I do want to mix my cocoa coir in there, and that may be later today when I do the mixing, because again, like I said, it is hot out here, and I'm not going to stay out here too long. I already watered my stuff, but I think I'm going to do some more watering this evening. So, yeah. So I think the rest of this I am going to use. I'm not worried about the leaves. That's okay to be in here, because I just took everything that was on top off. And because on everything on top, and I hope you can see me. I know I'm doing some bending, but everything on top is where I had a few little seeds from the marigolds and the sunflowers, and that was on there. That was on top of the dirt. But everything else is straight dirt. So I'm going to move this trash can over closer to that red trough, because I am going to start taking some dirt out of that, because it's something special I want to plant in there. I'm saying special, but it's special to me. So yeah, this is something else, like I said, that I'm doing today. Between today and tomorrow, I'm trying to get as much done because, again, I've been saying it for the last couple of weeks that I'm getting ready to start work. And a lot of this hard labor for this, I don't want to have to do. And I do still have future projects that I have in place to do. So, getting some of this, like making sure my beds are where they're supposed to be and already filled, then that's one thing I don't have to be worried about doing outside of just doing my regular mending. But, and some of the projects I know I definitely won't be doing until it cool off. I mean, I'm not doing any more building right now, but the projects that I'm doing now is more of getting this pathway done. I have things that I'm going to do with that, and get the rest of my solar lights out, and um, outside of planting my fall seedlings. So I still have a lot of room in this trash can. It's actually my neighbor's trash can, guys. They're not there anymore. They're wherever. I don't know. But anyway, I'll be back when I start at least filling that bed up, or maybe mixing a cocoa core. We'll see. So, see you in a minute. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get this next step out the way, because the longer I take, I don't feel like doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this weave fabric, this weave barrier, so aligning this up so I can go ahead and put this dirt in here.
Do you have a job that you have to pay me for to do?
No. Just got paid already. Whew. Going to do now. I'm pretty sure if you move it again, it's going to act up. So we're going to start off with, let me move you so you don't get too rocky. Hopefully you can see me adding the soil. Yeah. So I'm going to fill this, take as much soil out this wheelbarrow as I can. Hopefully all of it. If all of it, I'm pretty sure I'm still going to be able to add some cocoa core and some compost. Some, well, I said keep saying compost, well, yeah, compost, but manure. I gotta go pick up some more. So if I can at least get this bed filled and get that other one dug out to the level I need it, because I gotta either mix both of these beds with some cocoa coir and some compost. These are the only two beds that's not ready. And that'll be a big relief that I don't have to actually prep any more beds itself, because once everything is ready to come out, I don't want no issues. I just want to be able to bring it out. So I'm going to put this whole thing up in here so I can get ready to mix that cocoa coir. And why I have the cocoa coir getting, why I put that in here for it to expand, I'm going to go ahead on and start taking the soil out that trough. That's where it'll be ready to just start mixing into both beds. And then I really probably end up taking a pause from you guys so I can go to the store and go ahead and get my compost, because I want to have this all where it needs to be. And as you can see, if you can tell, the soil I'm putting in here, it's not bad soil. The top was dry, but it's hot. This soil is pretty loose. So when I put the cocoa coir in there, it should make it just as good as the ones in the other beds. And like I said, I love that cocoa coir because of how it keep your soil moist. Even when I could skip a day or two really from watering, and when you put your hands up in there, the soil is moist on the inside. The top may be dry, but the inside the soil is going to be pretty fluffy and moist. It's not going to be brittle and dry. And that's one thing I like about that. So if you have never used cocoa coir, you know, you might want to give it a try. Like I said, it does wonders for me. Some people like it, some people don't. They use it for a lot of things too, and that's one thing you have to look out for, because I noticed that they actually use it for reptiles. I didn't know that. And when I realized, I was like, wow. So it's a multi-purpose use, but I always get mine out the garden section. And I never use mine per se for animals, for reptiles. But it's a use for it. And I don't know if they're the exact same thing. But if you type it up, it will come up under some pet stores as well that sells it. But it will have actually like reptile pictures and stuff. So, I don't know. So that's why I've never actually tried it like that. I just get mine from where I normally would get it from one of the big box stores that I know that is what it's for. And if you use that, the ones they have for the reptiles, let me know in the comments. This. Oh shoot, I hear something popping. Don't fall as I put you in all this soil in there. So this is that bed that I know I can't be moving it. Once I plant what I'm gonna plant in it, it gotta be where it is. And actually this bed is gonna go back to being my herb bed. So for those that remember that. Yeah, the soil is it's fluffy, you know. So be back in a little. So now I'm gonna see how much I can dig out of this red trough without killing myself. It's not easy, you know. I'm just gonna I want you to see this, how hard. This is very hard. It has no business being this hard. We've got, I think, about two or three bags of topsoil, 2 or 3 bags of compost and all the minutes. There's no reason for this to be that hard. I don't know why. I'm thinking because I don't have maybe like any fabric barrier or weed barrier down there. I don't know, but what my goal is to try to get this up and take the soil out. This soil here, I'm going to take most of the soil. I'm not going to take all of the soil out because I want some to go with my cocoa coir. But I'm going to take most of this out, probably half of it, and I'm going to mix it with my cocoa coir. But I want to figure out, I got to figure out where I can take it out, and I blend them in together, the cocoa coir and that, where I can lay maybe some weed barrier in here, because it drains good. So it's not that it don't drain good, but it's for whatever reason it's getting solid, it's getting hard. This is the only one that have a different texture than any of my other beds. So I gotta see how I can get this here. What I heard, this is like super hard. Who does that? This is crazy. And I had stuff planted in here. So those watermelon seeds I put in here. So we moved that out of the way. Still got to clean out the greenhouse, de-weed that. I always say things are like small, but it eventually end up like it's big when it's heat. So I have this filled up with soil from out of the red trough. This is the red trough now. I'm finna to dump the rest of this in the trash because magically, since I come out here, now you want to have wasps flying everywhere. And of course, as you can see, I actually moved it from back there, so it's actually lined up with these beds. So I don't have to try to get on the side of the bed over there. My husband should be able to get all the way around these beds to trim. I'm going to try to take care of that where that's not even necessary anymore. But that's later on down the road, of course. So I'm getting ready to shovel the rest of that dirt into the trash, and then we'll move on to the next step. See you in a minute.